My name is Orlandina Ballard, and I am the Fertile Woman. I'm an educator, motivator, professional bodybuilder. I am the People's Health Coach, here to help you to become your best selves. And this is Muscles and Stilettos.
I am Wonder Woman, a wonder of a woman, a creature so fearfully and wonderfully made that even my creator had to sit back and say, "Woo, man." An amazing Amazon, protector to all. Hell hath not the fury that I can unleash, should I or my loved ones be scorned. Mother Earth, growing potential thoughts, potential ideas, birthing those ready to be born and those ready to be reborn.
Hey fam, this is your girl, Orlandina Ballard, and I am the Fertile Woman. Today on Muscles and Stilettos, we're going to talk about the benefits of self-care. And we're going to do it right here at Anoz Spa and Boutique in Garden City, South New York. Welcome to Anoz Spa. We're here at Anoz Spa with Sharon Richards here in Garden City, South New York. Hey Sharon.
Hi, welcome to Anoz Spa Boutique.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
So what led you to opening Anoz Spa Boutique?
Well, there's so many reasons to open up a spa, especially nowadays. But particularly Anoz Spa Boutique was open because we realized that self-care is necessary. We have to have self-care, especially in New York City and the communities at large. We work so hard. And if we're not taking care of ourselves, we are running our bodies down. As you know, as a fitness instructor, with so many clients with hypertension, diabetes, cancers on the rise, we're not taking time out. So Anoz Spa Boutique was created to give that time out. What is 1 hour out of 30 days for yourself? Self-care. What is it? So, we believe that you can find an hour out of 30 days to do a facial, a massage, to come through in this environment to take care of yourself.
And you're so right, because even as you said, I'm a busy person. We are all so busy, and we always find a reason as to I don't have enough time. But after coming here, I realized that, first of all, when you walk into the space, it's so beautiful, it's so calming, it's so peaceful, that it makes you step out of your everyday.
And that was definitely done on purpose. My daughter and I, who is a co-founder, we took our time to create this atmosphere. We actually sat down and said, what makes us quiet when we walk through the door? So that entails the music, the water, hence the colors, which are watercolors, hence the figurines, which are from the Caribbean island. All of that was specifically designed to create this type of atmosphere.
So it creates a sense of a getaway in my everyday.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Exactly. So we know that you're coming in for massage today.
I'm excited.
We're excited for you. Come on, let's get you started.
So I just had my massage done at Anoz Spa, and I feel great. I had some tightness in my lower back and back of the neck, and it felt so good because I've been training hard, working on muscles and stilettos, and just really grinding, and just to take a moment, to take a breath, and just, it's so worth it. It feels so good, and I think that it's something that everybody needs to do. It's not something that is specific to, wealth or anything like that. Just take a moment, take time for you. And this is worth it because you're worth it. Sharon, thank you so much. Jasmine, thank you so much for having me here. The massage was amazing. I felt so good and felt so relaxed afterwards. I mean, one of the things that I noted was that when I stepped into the space, I felt that I was transported out of my everyday. And it made me have to stop and breathe and take a moment and to connect. So what are some of the things that you notice tends to be the mood or affect of people when they walk into your space?
Wow. First of all, that is awesome. So happy that, you were able to experience that, because not too many people get to experience that, believe it or not. We have people who, as a matter of fact, I had an 84-year-old who came in last week for his very first massage.
Oh, wow.
And he is a very affluent person within the community.
Around the world too.
He's been around the world in industry. As far as radio, he's one of the pioneers, visionary of radio, and his first massage was here at Anoz Spa in 84. So that in itself says a lot. But to answer your question, the mood is so many different variations of mood, because people come in here with a lot going on. And our job at Anoz Spa is to transition people's mood, right? And so hence how we created the atmosphere, which I explained to you earlier, the colors and the music and the sound and the water and the music, all of that influences how people transition moods, right?
Yes.
So people come in here angry, people come in here devastated, people come in here upset about something, people come in here expecting, for miracles actually, something miraculous to transform their day or even their situation. So we've seen it all. Me being in business for 20 years, my daughter being with me since she's a while now.
Yeah, we've been here for 5 years actually in this location, or in business together as a Nas.
Right.
Yeah.
But we've been doing this for quite a while. Yeah.
As a mother and daughter team, I know everybody has strengths, everybody, you work together. What is it that you bring to the spa?
I think we have a generational gap that's just filled by me here. Especially being in Garden City, Long Island. We have a lot of older people that come here. Like we just said, an 84-year-old man that came. And me being here, I think, and Adelphi being around the corner, Nassau Community College also being around the corner, that allows people my age to feel comfortable coming
It's
in.
interesting you said that. Do you notice that more and more people your age are coming in?
Yeah, definitely.
Which is so unusual, because I was talking to Sharon, I was like, people think that this is such an exclusive thing.
Right.
And a college kid, you're supposed to be broke.
No, that's why we made our price point though,
Wow.
the way that we did, and that's why we centralized it here. I actually grew up in Uniondale, just next door, and we still wanted it to be like in a great neighborhood, but accessible to everyone from Queens to Uniondale to Hempstead to the people that live in Garden City, where we are, from all different races, ages, ethnicities. Just
All
come.
walks of life.
Yeah.
It's interesting you use the word transition.
Right.
When you walk across this threshold, you actually transition.
Right.
Why that word? Because there's change, which is something that is, it's an
More
immediate.
abrupt, yeah.
It's more abrupt. But you use the word transition. Why is that?
Because transitioning feeds every sense. The eyes, the ears, the smell, right?
Yes.
So in order to transition, it takes the effort of feeding all those senses. So once you walk through the door, every sense gets fed simultaneously.
I see the flowers, the colors, the sound of water, the scents that you have. So just as soon as you walk in, it's a multi-sensory experience.
Our brand actually is Anoz Life, not just Anoz Spa Boutique. So we have oils. We're working on some teas right now as well, so that it's a full body and a lifestyle experience, and not just something that when you walk in and then you leave, you're just still the same person. So that energy that you feel when you come inside and you feel transformed, you can also walk out.
So now you're taking this experience and carrying it home. It's not just this one-time thing that I'm going to do once in a blue moon, but I'm going to carry on with it once I
We've actually had this body oil, Anoz Life. It's a rose and mango body oil that you put on outside the shower. I hope I get to show you.
Oh,
guys
of
soon.
course, yes. Sounds like that smells wonderful.
We've had it out for actually about 2 years now. We've had it in a couple stores. We had it in ShopRite in Long Island, and it sells out as soon as I make it here. Actually, I make them myself.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So why those two scents together?
So the touch of the Caribbean, right?
Yes,
See,
of
just
course,
touch
yeah.
on all the flowers
Yeah.
and things that we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
here. So I just wanted to keep it still a nice grounding smell, but also remind you of the Caribbean. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So
Who
we
doesn't
definitely-
like to smell like
I
fruity
love
and-
smelling good. I love
Great.
like when I finish taking a shower, put some emollients or shea butter on your skin. You just walk out and you're like, okay.
And men
I'm
love it
ready.
too.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Men like to act like they don't like to smell good and look
No,
good and
they
feel good. They do.
Not the
They-
ones here.
The ones who come here,
The
they
ones
want
here,
all
they-
that.
They love it.
Yeah.
So to piggyback on what Jasmine said, we try to give people the tools. So when they leave, they have some tools to go home with. So whether it be the teas, we always try to touch every life that comes here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you come to that counter and you speak to myself or Jasmine, we're going to try to impart some of Anoz into you.
Right.
So whether that is to give you some advice on whatever is going on, we actually have little things that we write up and say, okay, depending on what's going on with you, like we have the teas, like we have the oils.
Yeah. And she's actually a licensed health nutritionist.
Right. So,
she knows a
whatever's
lot of
going on with
information.
that.
Yes, because you said that you were holistic.
Yeah,
health
New York
coach.
State
So,
licensed
yes.
Alexa Health. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you find that marries well with
Absolutely.
what you do here, because when you're saying that I give you a long-term care or and make this a lifestyle change. So here's some teas, here's some movements, some things that they can do, because
Exactly.
people, all that tension that they've relieved here, they step back over that threshold
Right.
and they can transition.
Especially living in New York.
Exactly.
Right now.
Exactly. Especially living here. Everything is high pace, tension.
Right.
So if you're giving people tools, as you said, say, hey, when you're experiencing this outdoors or outside of this space, these are some things that you can do.
Exactly.
That's awesome. What are some things that we can do? How do you know, first of all, how can someone identify they're in high stress mode? Sometimes people can't even acknowledge that they're high stress mode.
People walking like this with their shoulders in their ears, probably not they don't notice.
No.
I don't blame anyone, I don't judge anyone. It's not your fault. Like most of us
Yes,
are walking
it's true.
around
Yes, it's true.
like this.
One of the basic tools Jasmine always says is stretching.
Yeah.
Stretching can save your whole life.
Yeah.
Breathing correctly can save your whole life.
I'm a yoga advocate too.
Yeah, so we give these tools to people. Touching. The just touching.
Yeah.
They did studies of people who are isolated
You
and
live longer when you touch.
they isolate them and they die earlier
Yeah.
because they don't get the gift of
That
touch,
physical contact.
right?
What would you
So-
say about people who are on social media a lot? People rely on that and they don't get that touch.
Guess what I do when you walk in here for a couples massage and you're sitting over there with your partner and you guys are on your phone, and I'm gonna be really nice and I'm gonna smile and I'm gonna say, aren't you on a date? You want some wine? Get off your phones, come on, let's not do that. And they laugh, ha ha, and they do, and they hug and kiss and have a moment with yourself or with your partner. We have signs here, self-care is necessary.
Yes.
People love to come and take pictures and read it, and then they sit down. We have books about the Caribbean. We love to chat to our clients.
What are some tips that we can do to help us slow down? Like one of the things that I like to do a 5-minute midday meditation, because as a school teacher, by the middle of the day, I've had, a billion little personalities coming at you, and I just need to take a moment to breathe. So I find either an empty classroom. If I can't find, I find a closet. I find some place just to sit down and do a 5-minute breathe, just breathing. So what are some other things that people can do to just find a quick getaway from their everyday? Because they can't, well, they can't, take a vacation at this moment or go on a weekend getaway. So what are some things that they can do to do a quick getaway in the middle of their day?
I think a 4-6-8 breathing exercise.
And what is that?
So you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it for 6, and you breathe out for 8, and it literally shifts your entire mood for the day.
And how long should you do that? That sounds awesome. So you're holding in, you breathe in for a count of 4.
Right.
You hold it for a count of 6.
Right.
And you release for a count of 8.
Right.
And what does that do?
You should try breathing through diaphragm naturally too. Most of us breathe through our chest by way of the stressful life that we live. But as children,
they do breathe
through your belly.
Yeah.
It resets and recalibrates
Everything.
your body, your mind.
So your 4-6-8 breath, a 5-minute meditation. What else can you do to kind of do a quick getaway?
Well, I think a mental break. Just take a mental break. I think what I do a lot of times is I step outside of my environment. So just step outside of your environment for 2 minutes
And just go for a walk.
and breathe.
Just go
And
for a walk.
breathe.
Yes.
Stretch.
It's getting nice outside.
It is. Now that the weather is
absolutely
breaking,
gorgeous.
you can go outside and just, like you say, just step out of your environment, so that you can just kind of just take a break. Another one that I like is slow down.
Right.
Now, I didn't realize how much I like to move until I tore my ACL, and then now I was on the crutches and so I wasn't going anywhere too quick.
Yeah.
And so one of the things I noticed was that I moved very quickly, and I didn't allow myself to connect with the people around me. So now when I was forced to slow down, I could make eye contact. I could smile. And
that was a blessing.
It was a blessing. Oh, that
Wow.
whole period in my life was a big blessing. And one of the things a friend shared with me is sometimes you need to let a little grass grow under your feet.
Right.
And good to have friends like that.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because if you're not moving and doing, sometimes because as busy people, if I'm not moving, if I'm not, crushing deals, if I'm not signing contracts, people don't feel productive.
Right. You don't feel validated.
You don't feel validated. But meanwhile, we don't realize by stepping out, letting a little grass grow under our feet, going through certain experiences and just kind of disconnecting and then reconnecting, I'm sure that when people walk out of here, what is their countenance like? What is their...
They don't want to leave.
Oh yeah. That's seriously it.
They don't want to leave.
Most of the time they don't. Because we had a couple that came in arguing. And one sat on one chair and the other one sat on the other chair. And I was on the phone, answered the phone, and I heard them like, you don't take it. I'm watching the kids. Who's watching the kids? Well, you don't listen to me enough. And, well, you don't listen to me enough.
Oh, wow.
And they were going back and forth. And I'm trying not to pay them any mind. Look, but I'm like, they're really arguing in the reception area. And so...
To come out there and just start,
Finally,
refereeing.
I said, wow. I was thinking to myself, wow. And then I said, are you guys almost ready for your massages? And they was like, one said, yeah. And it was like, And then I said, oh, Lord, here we go. So after a while, they start to transition in their space. They start to look around. They start listening to water. They start looking at the lights.
Become more aware.
And they became aware of their space. They weren't on their phones. And they calmed down. And then I heard the husband say, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
I heard him say, I'm sorry, honey. And she goes, what? And he goes, I'm sorry. And then he moved from that chair and moved over to the chair next to her and started hugging her. And he became a member that day of Anoz Spa.
And you see, like, these moments are when people are like, you know what? I need this.
Yep.
Self-care is necessary. I need my me time so that I don't lose myself.
Right.
So with that being said, what are some things that people should know before coming into a spa? What are the do's, what are the don'ts?
If there's any do's or don'ts.
Take a shower
Yeah,
before you
listen to
come
that
in,
one,
if
that
you
one.
can. If you're not coming straight from work, especially people are getting sick right now.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
You can get as undressed as you feel comfortable. So usually we tell people to just leave on the underwear and take everything else off. But it's up to you. Like you can just, so don't be nervous. Like I don't want to get naked. You'll still enjoy the massage, just like she said, right? Don't wear any makeup if you're gonna get a facial. So just come with a fresh face, no makeup, no moisturizer. We'll explain everything to you about your facial, so you don't have to be worried. I never got a facial. I don't know what to do. Your esthetician is gonna talk to you about your skin and look under it with a lamp and just tell you, you know, step by step what she's doing. If you just want to just go to sleep, she'll also let you do that too, right?
So you don't have to chat if you don't want to chat. You can just come in, relax.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've created that atmosphere for facials because we noticed that a lot of people go for facials. There's a different type of chair for facials, which is more of a sit-up chair.
Correct.
And it looks more clinical. No, not at Anoz.
So you just
a lot of people are like, oh, I'm getting my facial here. They're like so excited.
They're getting a facial. They're like, wait a minute. They'll say, I'm getting a facial.
Yeah. We're like, no, we pamper you just the same way.
And that's the nice part, the pampering. And one of the things you said when we were speaking earlier was sometimes people are not prepared for that shift when they come in. So be prepared for that shift.
Be prepared for that shift.
So thank you so much, Jasmine. Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, keep doing what you do. You both are a blessing, and I'm definitely be coming back.
I'm so glad you enjoyed.
We're happy to have you back. Happy to have you back because we know you need it.
Oh, yes. yes, I do. We'll be back with O on the Go. My name is Orlandina Ballin, and I am the Fitter Woman. And this is O on the Go. Let's go. Hi, this is Orlandina Ballin, and we're back at Muscles and Stilettos. So here we have beautiful Jasmine and Sharon, the owners of Anoz Spa right here in Garden City South, and they're going to lead us through our O on the Go. So I wanted you to please share with us some stretches or pressure points that we can do while we're on the go if we're feeling tense. So what are some things that we can do?
Pressure point.
Okay, first off, I love this show. Okay, so this point right here actually is called the Great Eliminator. So if you have any area, it's usually kind of tender actually for most people. How does it feel? Does it feel anything?
A little tender there, yeah.
So this point right here, so right between your thumb and your pointer finger where it dips right there, if you actually just squeeze it. If you have any issues, like right now, my lower back is hurting me because it's that time.
Okay.
And it helps.
Oh.
Helps. You can just hold
Perfect.
it.
Perfect.
It's a great
And
point.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And what are some things what else we can do? So we have the pressure point here.
Pressure point is really good. That's a good one, Jess. So breathing, of course. So as Jasmine explained, we do a breathing technique. So let's try to do that. And you could do that anywhere. I do it when I get frustrated, even in my car.
Okay.
If somebody cuts me off, or frustrates me, I'll pull over.
Okay.
Because I don't like to let people take my power. So I take my power back by breathing, which transitions in my situation. Okay, so you're gonna breathe in for 4, hold it for 6, and breathe it out for 7. But the key to it, as Jasmine explained before, is to make sure your breath is going through your diaphragm and your stomach, not through your shoulders.
Okay.
Okay? So you're gonna put your hand on your stomach.
Pretend you're blowing up a balloon with your belly.
Yes.
Okay.
And you're gonna breathe in air into your stomach for 4. There you go.
She's natural.
And then hold it for 6. And then breathe it out your mouth for 8. So typically we do that. You can't do it too many times because you make it a little lightheaded.
Okay.
But you could do it like 3 times for the day.
Okay.
All right? So anytime you feel a little extra pressure coming on, take a moment. You can even say to somebody, give me a moment.
Okay.
You know, take your power back.
I like that.
Right? And say, give me a moment. No matter what situation is, and take it, even if you go to the restroom. And breathe in for 4, hold it for 6, hold it for 8. It will change what you say and what you do. How you think.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
This stretch is actually great for your traps. Open up the scapula, you know, and get in there. Most people carry their tension right here, especially women. We have bags, everyone actually. So what you can do at home, you don't have to be here. You can just go in a doorway. You're gonna put your hands parallel to your head and just put your feet in the doorway as well and just push your body through like so. I just cracked a little bit. It feels great. So you just do that. If you can't go this far in, the more you do it, the easier actually it will get. You're gonna see I just went straight through the door. You probably won't be able to do that on your first time. Then you're gonna put your arms up here and do it again. Just stretch it right through. Feels great. Okay, come try.
Perfect. Yes, I'm gonna try. And the benefits of this is,
So it just opens up your trap area so much. So make sure your feet are in the doorway too, parallel, and just push through. If you have someone that can actually push you through, is also a little helpful.
Yeah.
You feel that?
yes, you can feel it all across the, right in front of the shoulders and in front of the chest here. And for short people.
Okay, for short
yeah,
people, just go up.
Short people.
You don't have to
Okay.
go that high.
Short people.
And go again.
It definitely does help.
Stretch, yeah.
That feels so good.
It feels great, right?
Fam, this feels good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's a
Yes, it's a
on the
great.
job, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jasmine. Fam, I wanted to just say this. Today, we've agreed that we're going to take better care of ourselves. We've agreed that we are worth it. We deserve it. We agree that we're going to come to spas such as Anoz Spa and share and transition our time here with Jasmine and Sharon. So fam, remember that. Take those times, that 5-minute breath and breathe. Slow down and connect. Until next time, thank you for joining us here on Muscles and Stilettos.